Hey there guys, I'm SonicGhost and welcome back to some more Let's Play Glover. Last time we finished our first world in the game, Atlantis, so let's head over to the second world in the game, which is Carnival Land. I'm going to call it Carnival Land instead because the game just calls it Carnival. Sounds pretty incomplete to me, but before we do that, I want to head over here. As you can see, we got this little bird chicken thing. Do I know what it is exactly? Bird or chicken? It's more chicken. But actually, this guy is used for cheat codes. Now, I can show off cheat codes in a bonus episode, but right now, I'm going to show off how it works. You have a couple buttons you can work with. Those are your main ones. See up, left, down, and right. If you want to clear it, you just hit the Z button. So, doing that, you can unlock a couple different things in the game, and you can also mess around with like invincibility, speed up, power, stuff like that. But I'm not really going to be covering that now. I just wanted to point out that bird is there, and if you sit there next to the thing, he'll kind of squeal out some of the codes. So that's how, when you first play the game, you learn some of the cheat codes. You pay attention to what that guy says, and he'll change colors later, so he won't always be pink. But we want to go ahead and grab our ball because, well, the first level in every world, you won't have the ball and you have to go find it. And it's right over here, actually. So, lucky for us, we don't have to go that far. They always put the ball in the very beginning, like pretty much right near your spawning point in these areas, so it's not that hard. But we want to go ahead, hit this button with the ball. I usually just like bouncing it over there. And don't let that guy suck up your ball. He sucked it up. Now we have a problem, so you want to go ahead and transform it into something heavy, like the bowling ball. Doing so, this thing is on the bottom of the ground now, and you can smash the thing. So, I didn't want to do Garib look here, I wanted to transform this thing into something tiny. Oh, no. Don't go any farther. Crystal doesn't help, that doesn't help. Bowling ball is what we want, and you kind of can't get it out if he sucks it up, so you kind of want to push him over to something sharp like these spikes and pop. So that's what you do if you ever get into one of those circumstances where your ball is actually sucked up by one of those things. I just got kind of unlucky, but it's not that hard to get out of it. Also, we have some more Garibs here. And right here, that Mr. Tip would tell you if you just press the Z button and do a cartwheel, you can actually fit right in between these little sticks that look like candy canes for some reason. And that's the only place in the whole entire game where that cartwheel is used. I am not kidding, that is it. It's a very underused skill, it really is. And also this chicken will try to get on top of your ball and, well, pretty much use it to juggle. He won't juggle it around, but he'll just ride it, and he'll continue juggling, so don't let him have your ball, because that's never pleasant. We want to actually head over here. Bounce our ball a little bit and push that down. Oh, well, I didn't explain this trick when I first did it in the first level of Atlantis, but if you jump on your ball and then ground pound it, you get a lot of height. And that's how you get some certain powers or Garibs. You pretty much just ground pound the ball and get that much height. It really helps. But we need to head over here, actually. Whenever you first play the game, I was actually one of those people who first did this too, but you kind of brute force your way up to where this next switch is located, because there's a slide coming up. And if you first play the game, you would actually try to run up the slide in order to get to where you need to go, but that's not what you're supposed to do. It's really hard to run up that slide, but it is possible. It just takes a lot of time to do, and I'm really screwing this throw up. I almost dropped my ball into the pit. That would have been fantastic. Come on, land. Oh, come on. Seriously, man. Just land up there. Thank you. To get higher up with just Glover alone, you just gotta keep on ground pounding, and then you'll make it up here. But, there we go. Checkpoint, so we don't have to worry about that again. And we got a ball switch, so that's why I had to bring my ball up here, too. Now, that takes us actually to the end of the level, so if you're not collecting the Garibs, you can just go straight over there. Which I'm gonna be doing right now for another reason. There's a switch here, and if you hit the switch, you open up this way. Now, I'm not sure why they do it like this. I honestly think that switch over there should open up the door we just opened, and then the switch on the other side of that door should open this door here. or the main door that this switch is going to open up. So I just feel like how they did that was pointless, and I actually want my ball for this. Kind of forgot about it. See if I can make the jump alone. Come on. At least my ball made it. At least the ball makes it. It makes everything worthwhile. As long as the ball makes it, I'm happy. I can die in peace. Let's try this again. You can't really make the jump with Glover alone, but at least you can get the ball over there, because that makes your life a little easier. Now you don't have to worry about getting the ball up there and then you separately. That's the annoying part. But when you hit this switch up here, it's another Glover switch. You open that door. And that door takes you pretty much to the same area as that door did that opened up earlier with the other switch. So, the way they do this, it's really weird, and honestly, it's not the best setup in my opinion. They should have done it a lot different than that. Should have just had the switch there open up both of those doors or just one of them, and that ball switch we hit, not even open that top area, because then you miss a lot more of the level. And by a lot more, I just mean this one section. No, 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 no. You can cancel out a throwing animation like that by holding down, well, not holding down, by pressing the Z button. And same for when you're doing a slap. Just press the Z button and that'll cancel whatever you're doing. It's also really hard to get your ball up here like this, but I just want to show you how to do it. I could have just warped right back up here because of a checkpoint, but you know what? I didn't. Oh, come on. Once again, at least the ball made it. You know what? I'm not going to waste any more time with that. Let's just get to the checkpoint and continue on. That was a mess. But we got all the Garibs in this area, so that's why I had to do everything as I did. Also, I wanted to ride that platform. Get back down here. That's right. You let me ride you up. Take that as you will. Alright, but right over here is where we would have came out before, from hitting that switch from the trampoline area, so you don't have to do what I just did in the sliding area, but I just wanted to do that because that gets me the Garibs. And you have to leave your ball on this switch. That's how this works. When the ball is on that switch, this thing here is activated, but as soon as you take that ball off, this thing doesn't move anymore. So that's another type of ball switch we'll see. Ones where you have to leave it behind because it needs to have a weight on it at all times. Also, this is another instance here where these guys have Garibs, but luckily it's in a required area, so these guys aren't really missable Garibs. So we're pretty much playing whack-a-mole, and you don't have to hit these guys directly with your ground pound. As you see, there's this little white circle that goes around Glover when he pounds the ground. That's the hitting animation! Why'd he cartwheel? I didn't do that. Sometimes if you mash Z like that, like if you're doing a ground pound and there's a cutscene going, Glover will do a cartwheel as soon as he stops that little cutscene. As soon as the cutscene stops, he'll do that, and it's really annoying. Because that pretty much can kill you if you're over a bottomless pit like I just was. It is really annoying, and I hate that so much. Luckily, we don't have to kill these guys again, and plus I got all my health back, so that's another plus. And that Garib is still there, so I don't have to worry about that. I'm not going to go back through that segment. Checkpoint. Let's go. I'm done over there. I don't have to go back to that area ever again, so there we go. All done. I didn't want to go over here. That's not where you need to go next. You need to go down here next, to the main attraction area of this level. Now this is when you can tell this area is actually a carnival. You want to leave your ball right here underneath the magnet, and then you want to ground pound this. And you want to press it all the way to the left. And then hit the stop button here again. It'll drop it, and boom! Not only do we get Garibs and a life, but we also get ourselves this switch. As you've been noticing, we have these switches here that every single time we hit them, a platform raises near that rocket. We need to keep on hitting these switches in order to raise that up to open up the rocket. That's how we beat the level. And that's how we get out of here too. But there you go. I think there's actually more Garibs in that thing, but I'm not exactly sure. We'll find out later if there are more Garibs in that little machine. And also, we got a little friend here. Can't really move much if you rotate the joystick or anything. You gotta hold down the A button. He'll jump around like this. As a kid, I'm trying to remember what exactly these things are called, but you have these little sacks like this where you can jump around. These were so much fun when you were a little kid. I mean, they don't really serve that much of a purpose, that's for sure. You just jump around for fun. But they were still a blast to play with when you're like a very young kid. But that's all you gotta do there. Also, this is a little mini game here where you're playing the slot machine, but if you ground pound on one of those question marks, I mean not one of those question marks, if you ground pound one of the check marks here, then you get to freeze it. You want to get three crowns. I'll show you what you get after each thing here, but you want to get 3 crowns. Can it please give me the last crown? Any day now. Come on, I just want a crown. God dang it. Okay, this is seriously just not even close to being fair. This thing is rigged, I swear. Just like we're in Vegas. The slots are rigged, I swear. Thank you! Jeez, that took longer than expected. But there you go, that's the final switch we need to hit. That's required in order to beat the level. And I didn't even press the Z button at all there, and he still did that little cartwheel. So that's what I was talking about earlier. But that's the only real use of giving you the mega power there. It's just to get that extra life. But as you see, there's Garibs in this thing too, so you need to play it again for the Garibs. So let's hope we get these pretty dang fast, unlike the crowns. Okay, good, we got it. Now, there we go, got it. All but 4, or actually not 4. I am good with math. That's 4, right? That's 4, right? Now it's like, that's not even, that's 9. I'm terrible at math, but I'm going to show you the question mark, and this is the most dangerous one. I'm only showing it off just to show you what all these do. The question mark you want to avoid like it's the plague. You'll find out why. That is, if I can get it. I think the game's being generous to me. Before it was doing this, you know, to screw around me, but now it's trying to protect me. There you go. It creates that bee. That's an enemy that can instant kill you. So don't get near it. And don't have your ball near the thing either, because it will instant kill... The heck? Okay. It'll instant kill the ball too, because that's explosive. And that will kill your ball, but I got lucky. I wasn't close enough for that to actually count as a hit. It just knocked me away. But the last thing to get is the frogs. So let's collect all the frogs. There we go. We get this power, which is the frog power. You can go ahead and press the... What is it? The Z button? I'm trying to remember. No, it was the R button. Press the R button. Anything around you will turn to a frog. So that's really useful for getting rid of an enemy like that, because you just use the frog power and, well, be no more. That's not intentionally a pun, by the way. That's literally just me trying to make a catchphrase out of that. No ball. Get back. But you can use it not just on enemies, but also we can use it on our friend here, which actually, let's find out his name. Dennis. This guy is named Dennis. Well, Dennis, frog time for you. And you can actually ride the frogs too, mind you. Although you can't really move far with these things. You move pretty much like 2 centimeters, and that's it. But those enemies or objects won't be frogs for very long, so don't be around the things for all that long after you transform into a frog. You won't like the results. But let's try all the way to the right here. That's the wrong button. I meant to press this button. Okay, there's some Garibs. So pretty much, in order to get the rest of the Garibs now, we're just playing this machine again, and we're just gonna get all the results. So now we want to go ahead and press it 1 to the right, then drop it. Okay, that gets me nothing, so that counts probably like the 1 to the far left then. I mean, not far left, far right. Far left we already did. Okay, what? What? I think I just found a programming error. I found a programming error. You weren't supposed to sit there. That's not supposed to be a sittable object. But somehow I just sat on that thing like it was, well, a ledge. I don't know how, but I kind of found a way to broke the game a little bit. I found a way to break it. Found a way to broke it. That's how surprised I am. I can't speak. I know I've been trying to break these games intentionally as of late, because I've been messing around with certain games, just trying to see some of the glitches and such, but I wasn't expecting that to happen. Seriously, I'm sitting on a switch. My feet are going through the switch. What the actual crap? I don't even know what to think of this. Well, you learn something new every day, that's for sure. Some stuff you don't expect, and some stuff you don't know that's even possible in the game. Also a phone call. Looks like it was just spam, so luckily I can continue on. I don't even care the phone rang right now, because that was just priceless. I can't believe I just sat on a switch. You don't sit on switches. I don't even. Okay, with that all said, let's get into the rocket, end the level, and end the episode here with that. So, next time on Let's Play Glover, hopefully we won't be trying to break the game somehow and find a weird collision detection on stuff, but next time on Let's Play Glover, we'll continue on with Carnival Land here. I'll see you guys next time.